For this tutorial, I'm using the Copy and Paste Effects project file. You can find that project file with the media associated with this tutorial. Just double-click on the project file to open it in Premiere Pro. I'm in the Color workspace, and you can reset that workspace by clicking on the panel menu next to the workspace name. I have a sequence with several clips with a range of colors and tones. And one of these has a lumetri color effect that I'd like to apply to several others. I've increased the contrast range and warmed up the shot. And this is perhaps a stronger grade than I might normally apply, but I want it to be visible so you can see clearly what we're doing. It's easy to copy and paste effects between clips, and there are multiple approaches to doing that. When you make adjustments with the lumetri color panel, you're actually adding an effect that appears in the Effect Controls panel. You can right-click on the heading for an effect in the Effect Controls panel and choose Copy. You can also press Control-C on Windows or Command-C on macOS, or even go to Edit and choose Copy. Then select another clip. I'm choosing the second clip in the sequence here, and I'll move the playhead so you can see the effect as we apply it, and paste. And you can do that by pressing Ctrl-V or Command-V on macOS, or even by right-clicking inside the Effect Controls panel when you have the clip selected and choosing Paste. It's convenient to use the keyboard shortcuts for this to copy and paste effects between multiple clips. Here I'm going to right-click again on the lumetri color effect in the Effect Controls panel and choose Copy. I'm going to select the remaining clips in this group, and I'm going to press Ctrl-V here on Windows or Command-V on macOS. And you can see when I did that, the effects badges all lit up to show that an effect had been applied. I could also have gone to the Edit menu and chosen Paste. You can copy and paste effects as many times as you like, just as you can copy and paste text as many times as you like in a word processing application. I have another group of clips here on the timeline from a different scene. And these clips have slightly different colors. I'll just zoom in a little so you can see more clearly. The later clips are definitely warmer than the earlier clips. But what I'm interested to adjust right now is the contrast range. I'll bring up my Lumetri Scopes panel so I can see the waveform. I'm going to go to the Curves controls in the Lumetri Color panel. And again, I'll just make a really obvious adjustment here. I'll drag up the highlights nice and bright, and maybe just pull in the shadows a little bit. I'll make this pretty obvious so you can see what's happening. Now, with the first clip selected, I'm just clicking on it once now in the timeline panel to make sure it's selected. I'm going to copy the clip itself. I'm going to right-click and choose Copy. And of course, I could press Ctrl-C or Command-C, or go to the Edit menu and choose Copy. Now I'm going to select all of the remaining clips in this group, and rather than pasting, I'm going to right-click on one of the selected clips and choose Paste Attributes. The Paste Attributes dialog box allows you to copy settings and effects from a clip onto one or more other clips. If you enable the Scale Attribute Times checkbox, any keyframes that you've applied to the clip will be stretched over the new duration of the clip you're adding the effect to. And that can be pretty useful if you're applying an effect to multiple clips with different durations. And then we have checkboxes for each of the different kinds of attribute and each of the effects applied. In this case, there's just one, the lumetri color effect. Of course, we also have audio attributes, and that includes volume, channel volume, and the panner control, and any effects applied. I happen to know that I haven't changed anything on any of these clips other than adding this lumetri color effect, so it's safe for me to click OK. Do be a little bit careful, though, about replacing the motion and opacity settings for clips, because of course you might have applied some scaling adjustments or opacity adjustments to one or more clips in the selection, and you'll be replacing those settings if you keep these checkboxes on. I know I'm fine though, so I'm going to click OK. You can see the effects badges have lit up for all of these clips, and now they all have this very bright, very strong luma adjustment. So that's copying and pasting effects between multiple clips in Adobe Premiere Pro CC.